The other people that you that I see associated with you is with New Edition.
Yeah,
You
all
start off with
facets.
Boys to Men, but
Yeah,
how
all
did that
facets.
connection with New Edition sort of come about?
All facets of New Edition. I met Ralph at a stage play. He was doing a stage play, and I remember I came down in between. They had an afternoon show and they had like an evening show. I came down to the in between thing, and I remember the security guard was like, sitting by the door. It was just his security dude. Wow. I came. I had a hat and an overcoat. Some stuff I got from the Wichita store. And I was like, hey, man, I got some, stuff, Ralph, whatever. And he yells up, Ralph, yo, it's dude down here, But that was the first time I met Ralph. And now to Black America, Ralph is like the second coming of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be like tripping, like, you know what I mean? And I actually met Bobby on the Home Again tour.
No, but
I met Bobby and I met Whitney that same night.
But who did you meet first? You met Ralph first?
No, Mike. I met Mike.
Oh, you met Mike.
Days. Yeah.
But then
So
did you continue with Mike and BBD,
no,
or did you?
Actually, no, I didn't. But what I always say is that because of Mike is the reason really why it was believable. Because to Boys to Men, did I think any of this stuff was real or it could happen? You know, but it's really through Mike. You know, like I remember on a Sip It Ain't Easy video, I remember sitting on the set. They looked at me and they looked at him, and it was like, and they took and hoisted me up on the top of the and made me sit on the basketball rim to size me up, to size him up, so he didn't have to do it until it was time to do it. You know what I mean? But basically, if the basket would have fell, you know what I mean. Then they did the scene in the theater. They had me sitting in this spot, you know, and doing everything, you know, like I was just sitting as double and stuff like that. But
okay,
I was always laughing at that, but I always tell Mike, you know, every chance I get, like, you do it. If it wasn't for you, like, you don't know, like, you open up a doorway for one person, but that led a lot of people in. That started a lot of extra careers. You know, like I always do the breakdown. Like I say, if you take Michael Jackson out of the industry, if he never happens, look at what happens. Look at all the people that don't happen.
Yeah.
You know, off of his wave, off of what he did and what Jackson 5 put down, look at all the opportunities that happen for other groups and other people. And then look at, if you take New Edition away, then you start looking at the breakdown of all the groups that don't happen, you know. But I met Mike, Ronnie, then Bobby on the Home Again tour. I remember Ralph just getting mobbed out of there. I mean, they were like pulling at it. It was like, they carried him out, like, and he was just, you know, and they was just tearing at him. It was like, I was like, holy, it was.
But
insane.
on the Home Again tour, was he the big? Who's the big? I mean, because I remember when they came to Milwaukee, and I was in college in Milwaukee. So when it was Keith Sweat, 702
Blackstreet. Look, 702 was out there. They were still turning over the chairs. They were out there so early that I remember they performed, and I thought it was a sound check.
Yeah. So I was
standing there with the event staff, people like, that was good, you know, like, yes.
So they were the opening guy. I always just they were the opening act. Yeah,
they was the opening act at the concession stand. Like, no, shout out to 702. I started not too long ago. Shout out to the sisters and you know, they dope, man. I still love them. They still performing. It was hilarious, but they did. And I remember one show I sat down and ate with them and everything. But Chucky Booker was the musical director on that tour, and I got a chance to meet Chucky, so that was big for me, man.
Wow! But then the Home Again tour, because
I know they say the ill-fated Home Again tour, but if anybody saw a show with all 6 of them on stage, they saw a show.
No. I saw them in Milwaukee in '98 when I was in college. So it was, I was a big Teddy fan. I still am. And so I was Blackstreet was like, oh my goodness, I've just seen Blackstreet perform. And then New Edition, the 6 of them come out, and then they go back in, and Bobby and Johnny and Ralph, and I'm thinking they don't need any opening act. They could have just done a whole thing themselves. But I was fortunate that I caught it at the beginning in Milwaukee, so I saw the whole thing. But were you backstage throughout the whole tour?
No, I was backstage in Philly and Newark.
Okay.
Philly and Newark, and they were like months apart. So, but in Newark, Ralph wasn't there. So Bobby sang all the leads and Ricky sang some of the leads.
Wow.
And they did the whole show. And Bobby had to do the moves in Ralph's place, which, but he did the best he could. I mean, but he did it, and I know in another night in Memphis, he filled in for Ricky. And like I said, he did it. Like I said, as a fan, you hate to know what happened. Like, I didn't want to know. I was like, just want to close my ears like a little kid. Like, I didn't want to hear it. Like, no, stop it. Don't say that. It was like when you heard about all this stuff afterwards, it was kind of finding out like Santa Claus wasn't real.
Wow.
As a kid, almost like it was so heartbreaking, disappointing, because what I saw when I saw that show together, I saw some of the greatest stuff I ever seen in my life. And, then to find out what happened, I was just like, oh, damn.
Wow.
The magic's in my hand. And red is the right way. I found it and red is the right way. I got a question for you tonight. Can you feel it? If y'all can feel it, put your hand up for one more time. We're gonna do it like this, go. Go. Somebody say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Now scream. Said party over here, party over here, party over here, party over there. Whatever you need, whatever you want, I got it in my, whatever you need. We love y'all. Thank y'all for coming out hanging with us tonight. Somebody say yeah. God bless each and every one of y'all. Somebody say yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I begin to
for sure.